Hi there. Hello, everyone. How are we doing today? This is Dr. Sasha No. And so I'm getting on here today because today is an exciting day. So I'm going to give it a couple of minutes so a few people can join. But first, let me introduce myself to those who don't know me. My name is Dr. Sasha No, and I am your dual doctorate, board-certified, award-winning physician, researcher, best-selling author, speaker, and I'm your expert in chronic disease management, medical cannabis, and medical cannabis. And I help individuals who are really frustrated with healthcare, frustrated with the wait times of healthcare, frustrated with the cost of healthcare. And I help these individuals through my direct family care plan that allows patients to have affordable, accessible, high quality health care, and so that they can live their best life yet. So I'm super excited to be here today. Today is a very special day for me. And as many of you know who have been following my posts this week, today is my official book launch for my new book. Here it is. I hope you went and got your copy. Mind, Body, Spirit, Live Your Best Life Yet. And so if you're joining me today, I know several people have already joined. Hopefully you were able to go and pick up your copy. I'll give you the link now. It's http://bit.ly/Dr. Sasha, or you can click on the link that's here on this post if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much for those that have joined. Tatiana, I see Miss Abby has joined. Thank you so much, Miss Abby, for coming by, and thank you for that happy birthday wish. Some of you are probably wondering, what's going on? What's this about the birthday too? I actually have a birthday in 2 days, and so like in my world, we celebrate birthdays for weeks. So anyway, it's been super awesome. I walked into my office today and there were decorations everywhere. So I posted some pictures on my Facebook page at Dr. Sasha No on Facebook, DrSashanoe, so you can go check those out later. But the reason we're here is to celebrate my new book here, Mind, Body, Spirit, Live Your Best Life Yet. So go and pick up your copy. Today you have the opportunity to get a copy for only $2.99. Today, if you click on the link that's posted right here in our feed, you can see that. So please go do that. I am super excited for those of you that have joined me to celebrate this book launch. It has been a long time coming, and I'm really excited to share this with you. We've been talking all week about this book and why it's been so important to me, and today we're going to get into a little bit more about it, and I'm going to be able to share my story with you as well. So I want to say that this is a quick, practical guide for you to achieve a healthy mind, body, spirit, so that you can live your best life yet. So get the book. When you get it, I want you to not whiz through it. Okay, it would be super easy to whiz through it, but as you read the book, I want you, when we get to the practicals, this book contains some practicals. When you get to it, I want you to just take your time and implement the practicals for a week. So some of the best books that I've read have given me practicals, and I've taken a week to implement what I've learned, and it really helps to ingrain that in my mind and in my habits. So I want to tell you to do that when you get the book. And thank you for joining, Miss Linda. So great to see you. So great to see you. Thank you again for the birthday wishes. As you can see, my staff decided to have some balloons there, and of course it's a celebration, so how appropriate. We're just happening to mix a few things in one here, and so we're very excited. But really, again, my new book, I was mentioning, don't miss out on the transformation that this book can bring you to help you transform your mind, body, and spirit to live your best life yet. Don't miss out on that transformation by rushing through the book. I want you to just take your time and read through it. So I know so many of us are busy, but this is something that's so super important. Hi, Miss Milby. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you. So glad that you're here. So, I want to just talk to you a little bit about my journey. How did I get here? How did I get to this point? And so I just want to share that with you. Some of you know that I was actually born and raised in the island of Trinidad in the Caribbean. It's an island just north of South America. So I grew up there until I was 17. I was part of a wonderful family. My mom, did a great job taking care of us as kids. As a matter of fact, she lives with me now that my father's passed, and she's still taking care of me. She actually just loves up on me all the time, so I'm so grateful for that. But we grew up in Trinidad. My father was super hardworking, and but we were very poor, so we really didn't have a lot of really nice fancy things. Grew up in a very simple life. It was a great start. There was a lot of focus at the time, and really still is, I guess, on education. And so that was really a stress that was stressed in our family in terms of education. And so that was something that, I was really pushed to do. My family actually moved to the States when I was 17. So that I can pursue an education. In the islands, you kind of had to be the smartest to get the scholarships, or the richer, the richest to be able to afford to be able to go to your university, and we were neither. So my father worked for a steel company in South Carolina for many years and was able to help transition our family to the States when the time came for me to pursue my education. So I'm super grateful for that. I've been just really blessed. Moving to the States has been tremendous. I was able to attend Palm Beach Atlantic University on the East Coast of Florida. Some of you may be familiar with that. And that's where actually I pursued my undergraduate degree in biology with a minor in chemistry. Most importantly, that's where I met my husband, my most amazing husband. His name is Mark, and many of you have met him. But actually this year we'll be celebrating 25 years of marriage, so I'm so excited about that. So what a gift, what a blessing it's been to have him by my side on this journey, which has been amazing. So I finished up at Palm Beach Atlantic University, and then I went on to my graduate studies at the University of South Florida's College of Medicine. And there I was able to pursue a career in research, earn a master's and a PhD in medical microbiology and immunology. And my field of study specifically was in the field of molecular cannabinoid research. So back in the mid-90s when, that was still very much of an unheard thing in terms of medical cannabis, that was when I started in that field. Very blessed to do that and learn, and I was able to earn my PhD back then. While I was in graduate school, though, I was also blessed to have an amazing set of kids. My son, Ethan, was born when I was in graduate school. I remember wanting to quit, and everybody said, "Don't quit, you'll regret it." So I didn't quit, but was able to finish graduate school. When I was graduating, actually, I was actually pregnant with my daughter, Carissa. And so I was blessed to have two amazing children at that time. And because I had missed out actually quite a bit for the first 2 years of my son, I actually decided that I wanted to work from home for a couple of years. My husband and I worked from home through his family's business. And we were able to spend time with our family, which was awesome. Hi, Miss Angela. Thank you so much for joining. You already bought the book. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Thank you so much for your support. Yes, for those of you that are interested, go grab the book and come on back. Come back. I'll be here. So, continuing on with that story, I was able to work from home and spend time with Ethan and Carissa for a couple of years, and then we decided that I would go back out to work. It was one of those situations, who's going to go back out to work. I had a few little letters after my name. We were able to have my husband take care of my kids and work from home, which was awesome. And he's tremendous and supportive. And so I went actually to work in academia. So I worked for St. Lee University actually for 3 years at least, and really was involved with helping as their faculty director to manage and coordinate the online courses as well as all the online faculty for their program. And that was actually pretty tremendous. Was able to even develop many courses for universities both in Florida and outside of Florida. So that was great. But during that time, I had some soul searching that I needed to do because I was in my early 30s and wanted to just feel like I could do more and give more. And I had really always wanted to go to medical school, and I didn't do that. I'd spent a lot of time around medicine. My father was very ill, and so we were in and out. We were dealing with that for many years. And so being in that environment had just always perked my interest, but I never thought to pursue it. I decided to start shadowing in a local ER, and it probably took about a week, 2 weeks for me to just go, this is it. This is my life. This is how I want to serve. This is my purpose, to help people. So at 32, I decided that I was going to go into medical school, and 2 young kids in tow with a husband who was just tremendously supportive, just went on that trek. It's kind of interesting. My family moved here from Trinidad so that I could pursue an education, and it seems like I've just never stopped. But it's great to have had a very supportive spouse in Mark, and as he helped to care for our kids a lot, really, while I was in medical school. When I made the decision from medical school to residency to go into family medicine, it was because I just really always wanted to be able to help as many people as possible. I wanted to just be able to taken out, plunked somewhere, anywhere, any remote area, any busy area, just be able to help anyone of any age with my skills. And so family medicine ended up being a great choice for me. And so while I was in residency, I just made the decision that I wanted to start my own practice here straight out of residency. And so at a time where folks really weren't doing that a whole lot. I was blessed to have some tremendous mentors in medical school and in residency, and with the support of Mark and his business knowledge, we were able to get that going and started here in Apollo Beach, Florida. We've been here for 14, 15 years now. I've lost track of it. But just have really been blessed with being here in Apollo Beach and serving the community. We were able to start our own practice, and that's just been tremendous to be able to be involved in someone's life, to help them, heal them, apply my skills, my knowledge, to be able to work with them, to provide great care was super exciting. So practice started. It had been awesome. I can't complain. I have had a super blessed life for a very long time. One of the things that I wanted to mention when I was in residency was actually I had gotten ill. I started having some health issues at the time, and I kind of delayed that. I was so busy with, doing residency and all that comes with that. I just decided that I didn't want to, take the time to take care of that health issue at the time. And so I kind of, managed it, ignored it for a long time. Hi, Miss Potter. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. So, I put that off. So, starting a practice, of course, takes a lot of time and energy and efforts. And so that health issue just kept kind of, sitting in the back. Really, I was, just still so focused on taking care of my patients and building my practice and my family and taking care of my family. I just decided, look, I'm going to put this off. It had been manageable. I'm going to put this off. I just got reminded here, if you haven't gotten your copy of your book, go get the copy of the book today for $2.99. You can get the copy of the book. The link is right here in the notes, in the comments. You just click, go get it, and come on back. So here's the book today, being launched, Mind, Body, Spirit, Live Your Best Life Yet. So anyway, so I put that I really put that, dealing with that situation off. Just tried to eat healthy, take care of my body. And so last year, however, things my world kind of got rocked. I decided that, okay, I've got some time. I'm going to electively take care of this health issue that I've been putting off for a long time. And I really go into that more in the book. So when you read it, you'll be able to hear some more details. But what happened was when I had that health issue taken care of, I ended up with some pretty massive complications from that. And they were actually life-threatening. So I ended up in the hospital, just, really sick from complications from getting that health issue addressed. And so to the point that I was actually on I almost died last summer. And so, when you're in that state and you're, laying in an ICU bed, just really in so much pain, I remember just really praying for death. I mean, really, I prayed for death. I've got some patients on here. I've shared with some of you this journey, and I know some of you are watching, but this book, goes into that and talks a little bit about that. So unfortunately, to correct the complications from addressing that health issue, I had more complications from the procedures that were done to correct those complications. It was a very difficult time, and I really was fighting for my life, and I was in so much pain. Never been in so much pain in my life. To the point that I actually prayed for death, for a long time. Seemed like a long time. And still very difficult to talk about it, by the way. But I'm going to get through it because I've got all of you here supporting me. Okay, so, like I said, I prayed for death. When you're in so much pain that you're pumping that morphine drip for, that can only go off every, 7 seconds or so, and you're clicking it every 4 because that just was not enough. You're in so much pain. That puts a different perspective on you. So I was like, oh, my family's going to be fine. God, take care of them. This is too much pain. Yes. Doctors are not invincible, Miss Milby. We are not invincible. And so thank you for that. But God is good. You are correct. So luckily for me, luckily for my family, God did not grant that wish. He did not grant that wish. And so, I came out of, I was blessed. I mean, I had great care, great nurses and physicians just really caring for me, my family, my staff. Everyone was so supportive. It was tremendous. But literally, this was the lowest point of my life. So I'm going to get through this without shedding too many tears. Yesterday I was saying to someone that I can tend to be a bit of a sentimental schmuck. And I am a little bit of a sentimental schmuck. And all it takes is an experience like that to really, let you get to that point where you realize, wow, you're not invincible. Life can slip by you very quickly. And so because, I guess God decided I needed to stay. Thought I needed to stick around. And what came with that for me was this renewed sense of passion and purpose that I just decided, look, I'm here. I shouldn't be after what I just went through. So I am going to actually make the most of my life. I am going to, I thought I was living in purpose before, and I was, serving my patients, serving my community. But there was a fire that started, and I really just wanted to take that to the next level. So, hi, Auntie Jay, thank you for joining. So, that fire just started to burn. And so when I came out on the back end of that, I just really decided that I wanted to make some changes and make my life count. So a couple of things that came from that is that, I really wanted to make sure that I got back to my purpose, to really have the kind of doctor-patient relationship that I wanted. When you're on the other side of healthcare, a lot of times, my patients are on the side of healthcare that, you know, they're trying to get care, and we all know that that has been so challenging for patients, and it's been challenging for many people in healthcare, but really for patients. And of course, certainly going through that experience gave me a whole other renewed appreciation for what it's like to be on the other side of healthcare, despite the fact that I had tremendous people just really taking such amazing care of me. And then also just being in so much pain and just experiencing that, like, you know, my surgeons were like, look, this is the worst pain that you can actually experience. And so from these complications that I had, and again, I just, you know, I share more about that in my book. So, Auntie Jade, thank you for sharing that. And for those of you that want to share it, you know, push that share button that's on the bottom of your screen and share this with someone that you think might be impacted. But so, you know, I really wanted to, after that, just get back to my doctor-patient relationship. You know, building a practice has been amazing. Thank you, Dr. Emily, for joining. Building a practice has just been amazing to be able to serve patients. I mean, I'm so grateful for getting to do what I do every day. I'm just, you know, in awe. You know, I get to come to my practice and I get to just really spend the day caring for people. I just love it. And, but, you know, one of the things that's happened in healthcare is we've had, you know, so much paperwork and bureaucracy, and there's so many barriers to patients getting the care that they need. And I just decided, I'm like, I need to make a change, because, you know, there were so many patients that I knew that had health insurance that really didn't have access to care. And I was seeing these patients at a time where they weren't getting, you know, it was kind of being a little bit late for them to come, and, you know, they were waiting until things got more serious. And obviously, certainly with what I had been through, putting off my health issues from residency and not addressing them until last year, you know, I knew what it was like to wait till things were more convenient. And really, you know, I think that, so I can appreciate that for patients. You know, they were in a situation where they needed to do what they had to do. They couldn't afford care. And so one of the things that I decided to do at that point was to also offer a direct primary care model of care here in my office. It's a model that's been around for a long time, and so I just decided, look, I wanted to be able to have an option for patients who just have such tremendous health care costs that they can't even get primary care. To offer this affordable, accessible, high-quality health care where they can have access to care when they need it, and have it be affordable. And so that was one of the things that really came as a result of that, is just really saying, you know, I want to be able to have an option for patients who really have insurance but still can't use it because it still costs too much. So that's where my direct family care practice came from, and so you guys have heard me talk about that. The other thing that came from this experience, this near-death experience that I had last summer, was that I just wanted to expand my reach. You know, I wanted to expand my reach from, you know, one-to-one in my clinic to one-to-many. You know, I figured, well, I'm still here, so I'm gonna just, you know, shout to the world, listen, you know, your health is important, and you know, if you can take care of it. So many of us, you know, unfortunately have to go through like a negative experience to really understand the value of what's important, and that's one of the things that happened. So I just decided, look, I want to get past, you know, not just serving one-to-one in my clinic, but I want to serve one-to-many beyond my clinic walls. And that's where many of you have, you know, experienced me reaching out through social media and just, you know, speaking and doing whatever I can. And so as a result, you know, I had to learn how to do that, and I took a coaching class, actually, and my coach, Dr. Dre, he just really encouraged me to put my, you know, my desire, yay, Dr. Emily, you got the book, thank you, to put to take some action on some things that I had been putting off. You know, I love to read. Many of you know, I think I said this the other day, love to read. I'm addicted to reading and I'm addicted to learning. So I suppose at the end, those aren't bad addictions, but those are my addictions. And so I love to write, I love to read, it's just crazy. So, but I hadn't written this book that I've wanted to write for a very long time. And certainly going through the experience that I did last summer gave me that whole perspective on why it's so important to just, take action, transform your life. And that's what I've been going through. So that's what produced this book. So if you have not gotten your book yet today, please go do that. We shared the link in the comments, and you can go to http://bit.ly/Dr. Sasha, and make sure that you share this, if you can, with those that you think could be helped from a book like this. So my book is about mind, body, and spirit. And so one of the things that, again, the third thing that came from this experience last year was, with this renewed sense of purpose and passion, is to bring to the forefront just how important your health is. And health is not just about your physical health. It is about your emotional health. It is about your spiritual health. And so, that's what I wanted to write about. And a lot of times I talk to my patients about this. I talk to my friends, I talk to my family, I talk to anybody who will listen, and just share, because, it's so important. And I've certainly had my own struggles with making sure that we can balance those, but so grateful to still be around to talk to people about this. And so as a result of just focusing on this mind, body, and spirit, and just saying, look, I want to tell people, this book was born. And so that's why I'm sharing it with you today. And I'm so glad that so many of you are here to celebrate this journey with me. I'm just so super excited and just so grateful. Just so grateful. It's taking everything in me to not be all emotional on here, because I'm just so touched by everyone's support. And so, as all of this was happening last year, certainly, the laws in Florida changed with regards to medical cannabis. You guys have heard me talk about this. It's one of those things that, because I had been involved and immersed in this field since the mid-90s, Florida, with just expanding their laws, it now allows me to help patients even further using something that really I've had a skill in for many years. And so it's kind of interesting how that whole process has come about, and being able to serve even more. I'm so excited about that. But it really just kind of goes back to me as a physician, just saying, look, your health is about your mind, your body, and your spirit. And so I really hope that you can go and get your copy of this book. Again, like I said, it is a quick, practical guide to help you to learn how to live life to your fullest, and live your best life yet, really. There are lots of books out there, but this is one that comes from me, comes from my heart, comes from my experience. And so I'm really hoping that you will enjoy it. For those of you that weren't here earlier in the broadcast, I want to repeat that, as you read this book, I recommend that when you get to the practicals, don't just breeze through it. Take the time. Hi, Dr. Jarrett. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you for joining, and thank you for your support. So don't just breeze through the practicals, okay? I want you to have a transformation, and that will occur if you take the time to actually implement the practicals. So I would recommend that when you read a practical, you implement that every day for a week. And then as you and as you go to the next practical, you take a week and you implement that, and build those practicals on each other, so that you can experience what it's like to transform your own life from, how many of us are, running around busy, and really not taking care of our overall health. We really need to pause and take that time, to make sure we're taking care of ourselves. And so please take the time to experience the transformation that you can receive from this book, so that you can live a healthier life. I'll talk a little bit, we have practicals in there with regards to your mind, your body, and your spirit. And then when we talk about the mind, we talk about mindset. I mean, so much of your mindset is important. Oh, yay, you got your book. We all need it, Miss Linda. So thank you so much for your support. Actually, I will have my book in my office, Miss Abby, and so, but this is your opportunity today to get it for $2.99 on Amazon. So, but if not, come back. I know I saw you this morning, so it'll be great if you want to stop on by. But, when we talk about mindset, really having a healthy mindset about how we approach our day, there's so much negativity that's out there. We get inundated with it. And especially even like social media is really, a source of that. So you really have to be mindful of the types of things that you watch and engage in, because there's a lot of negativity out there. So really making sure that you are filling your mind with things that are positive, and so the book helps you with that. And also thank you so much, Dr. Jared, for getting your copy, and thank you, Miss Abby. But really trying to make sure that you are implementing things that helps you to have a healthy mind. And having boundaries to eliminate negativity, and realizing that your health is so much affected by what you think and your mindset. So that's important. As far as body, it's going to address some practicals there for you in terms of making sure that you've got some practicals and how you can get good sleep and exercise and just eating healthy. And thank you, Dr. Jared, for sharing this broadcast. So, we talk about that, and we give you practicals on that. As far as spirit, as far as your spirit, just really understanding that our, who we are as human beings go beyond who we are physically, who we are mentally. I mean, there's a spiritual aspect to us, and that's important in our health, and everyone needs to take steps to make sure that from a spiritual standpoint, you are, healthy, whatever that is for you. And so, for me, and many of you know this, as a Christian, I am, that is really the core of how I approach every day, starting, with prayer and just living a life of gratitude and just trying to live a peaceful life, doing the right thing as best as I can, and really trying to make sure that my spiritual walk is a healthy one. I know that in so many, a day doesn't go by, and throughout the day, that doesn't inform my my walk, really. So making sure that stays healthy is so important, and the things that you need to do for you personally, this book has some practicals to help you with that. So I'm so excited to share this book with you. Yay! So please, if you haven't already, go out and get your copy. Again, you have the link right there in the comments that you can click and go get that. And it's at the http://bit.ly/Dr. Sasha. Go get that book and start reading it. But remember, I said don't rush through it. And yes, thank you, Miss Potter. Thank you so much for going and doing that. And yes, and you need it. We all need it. Really, we do. I mean, physicians are not, somebody said earlier, I think it was Miss Milby said, thought you were invincible. Physicians are not invincible. Physicians are people just like everyone else, and we have our own struggles and our own health issues that we too have to deal with. And so it's one of those things where we all need, every single person needs to make sure that you're doing things to improve the health of your mind, your body, and your spirit. So go get the book. Let's see how we're doing here in the comments. Let's see if I missed anyone. Here we go. Oh, Auntie J, your passion for people and life shows. Thank you so much. My family, I tell you, my family is amazing. They just are. If I start talking about this, I mean, first of all, if you've ever had the opportunity to be around a Trini family, it's a blast. not only that, we love each other, we support each other, and I'm so grateful. Like, my family has just been so super supportive, not just my immediate family, but my aunts and my cousins, and I'm just thrilled that people beyond my family are even listening. So that's so awesome. But really, I just so appreciate and my family, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys soon. Hopefully we can get to hang out in the next couple of weeks in South Florida. So I'm hoping to see you, but thank you so much, Auntie Jay. Hi, Dr. Barry. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. So I think, I appreciate everyone just coming and celebrating this book launch with me. I cannot tell you how grateful I am to be able to have the opportunity to share my heart with you. And I hope that you share this broadcast with everyone that that you think could benefit from a transformation of their mind, their body, and their spirit, okay? So if you know someone, hit that share button, let them know about the book, and just really let them know it's going to be an enjoyable, quick read for them with some jam-packed practicals, okay? Jam-packed practicals for you to undergo transformation in your life. And so I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited and grateful to be able to share that with all of you. Yes, thank you, Miss Potter. Yes, thank you. I appreciate you. I tell you, and I say this all the time, I'm so grateful to get to take care of my patients. Medicine's like nothing else. Those of us that are physicians, and many of us in healthcare really have the opportunity to help people when they're at their most vulnerable, when they are ill, when they're suffering. And, it's just a tremendous gift to be able to do that. And with me, I've been able to have the opportunity to combine my research background, my education background, and my clinical background to serve patients in a way that has just blown my mind. My life has just really been blessed to be able to help people in such a special way, and I'm so excited and grateful to serve you every single day. So on that note, I'm going to sign off, and I really recommend that you please share this post with anyone that you know that could be helped by my book, Mind, Body, Spirit, Live Your Best Life Yet. And I'm really excited to share this with you. I want you to stay tuned. We've got some really exciting things coming up because I want to take this journey with you. For those of you that are really interested, stay tuned. Sign up if you haven't already to be I'll give you some information so that you can stay in the know with me, so that you can hear about some exciting things that are coming up. And Dr. Michelle, you're blessed because you're such a blessing to others. Thank you so much. Actually, my life is very blessed, and I'm so grateful to have so many amazing people in my life throughout my life. Really, my family, my friends, my church, my patients, my colleagues, my team. I'm just so thrilled that I really can't complain. I'm just so grateful and so blessed. And Miss Smith, glad you're my doctor. I'm glad that you entrust me with your care, Miss Smith. It's always a pleasure and a joy. And thank you for joining, Morris. Thank you. I really appreciate your support. And so yeah, I'm so super grateful for everyone. Let me make sure I haven't missed any of the comments here. Yes, looking forward to reading the book. Absolutely. I'm so excited. Again, we will be having some opportunities for you to sign up so that I can help walk you through going through some of this information and going through the transformation. Even though I have this book available for you, my family, my friends, my patients, whoever can benefit from improving their mind, their body, and their spirit. These are things that I do myself and continue to have to do myself. So I'll be taking that walk and that journey continued with you. Again, there's put up on the screen the way that you can go and get a copy of the book. So please do that today. You can get it for $2.99, the ebook, and and just, you know, start reading it. Okay, so I'm excited to do this journey with you. Thank you again for all of your support. Here's the book. Oh my gosh. And so please enjoy it. Enjoy it. Take it to heart. Really, I really want your lives to be transformed into the life where you can feel like you're living your best life yet. And so, so really start and take that journey along with me. Okay. I am Dr. Sasha No. I am your dual doctorate, board certified, award-winning physician, researcher, best-selling author, speaker, and your expert in chronic disease management, preventative health, and medical cannabis. And I help individuals who really want to take their health to the next level. I help individuals who are really tired and frustrated with the inability to be able to get primary care, and I do this through my direct family care practice, where I can help you have accessible, affordable, high-quality health care so that you can live your healthiest life yet. So thank you so much for joining me. We will see you back here again. I so appreciate your support. So grateful. Thank you guys. Love you all. We'll be in touch, and we'll be seeing each other soon. Bye-bye.